Mum, you have a visitor in the drawing room.
Great! You look great! Blue is your color. You look so...
Good morning, Mama.
It's not your mama.
Good morning. Back on everything makes perfect sense. No one would ever suspect you, as you are so very forgettable.
Don't need to be mean about it.
Think of your daughter's love of the written word.
Oh, you're just going to tell her?
Easily overlooked, allowing her to disappear for great periods of time. Do enjoy your morning, ladies.
Penelope.
I mean, I feel for Penelope. However, well done, Cressida. You ate.
You would have grounds for an annulment. Even the most sanctimonious bishop would.
Wait, really?
I don't wish to lie anymore.
I'm wondering if the queen wants the game to be over. I don't think so. I think she's having the time of her life right now.
But then the game would be over early. And what fun is there in that?
That's what I'm saying.
Because Philippa and I are going to host a ball. There will be crystal and gold and hundreds of flowers.
And we can have bugs!
Yes! Beetles and worms and just everything. Love it.
Very, very large.
Yes! You know what? It's going to be a fun ball. It's going to be a ball to remember. I can see it. Love it.
How are you?
Trying not to think about yesterday.
Try not to think about your own wedding. That's sad.
Certainly we should not be having this discussion in front of Miss Bridgerton.
She knows everything as well.
She knows so. Exactly. Everyone knows.
All of Mayfair seem to know before your own mother.
And why did you
Yes.
suddenly know that we know?
Because I can pay her.
Damn! Girl, you're rich!
All this time.
Oh my god, poor Portia, she was crawling her way out of ruin, and Penelope is a millionaire.
Traveling the continent, seeing the great sights of the world, as only a man can do.
You sound like Eloise.
No, she was
You're
friends with her.
It is a privilege. Trust me. I can understand why you might hate Whistledown. Her words are cutting and sharp.
But you know Penelope is way over now, right?
Do you not see that the Ton, too, will forgive you? And surely your father will welcome you back to London when all this passes.
No, now you lost her.
Family's
Why? Why do you have to talk about family? No, dude, no! That was so stupid.
You take for granted that you will always have your family's support.
Exactly. You're so privileged, Colin. You don't see how great your family is.
In fact, reflecting upon the lack of support I shall have in the future, perhaps I am not asking for enough from you.
Wait, what? You're asking for 1 million. That is more than enough for you to support yourself. This is like for season 1. So cute.
Perhaps we might aim a little higher.
And she wants double now.
20.
She wants 2 million?
Why do you not have that sum?
Oh my god.
She requires you use your column to restore her reputation.
Nah, that's okay.
I only need a blanket for the city.
Okay, so not tonight. I get it. You know, I do respect him for it, because I'm like, I get it. Like, when you're not in a good place, you don't always necessarily want to have sex because you want it to be something special. You want it to have a romantic connection to it. So to do it while you're angry or while there is something bothering you, it just doesn't feel right. So I respect Colin for it. I do.
12 seconds later.
He's so dramatic. What the fuck? No, he's so dramatic. This is a drama king. What is this? This is a child. No.
I would spare you the confinement of the shared carriage.
Yeah, see? This is her, you know, this is her way to roll her eyes. Not a shared carriage. I am mad at you, but not that mad.
I cannot put him off any longer, Mom. That solicitor.
All right, the solicitor. Again, I am always forgetting about him. Freak.
I shall be submitting my discoveries to the royal authorities this week.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no,
Ah.
no, no.
Stole their dignity. What you and I have done is not different.
What you have done is a
It
crime.
is. Exactly.
The lady Whistledown right about our disgrace when I am exposed.
Oh, Portia, finally having an honest conversation with your daughter. This is so sweet. Penelope is just in three different kinds of love stories. She's once with a romantic one with Colin, and then you know, she has her friendship with Penelope, and now her relationship with her mother. It's so sweet to see all those types of love. And I don't know, and we see how much Lady Whistledown has impact in those relationships. It's actually really fascinating. I love it.
All of you, from the bottom of my heart.
This is also a happy wedding. We had 2 happy weddings. What a great season.
I will not let my lies spread any further than they already have.
Then how am I meant to help you?
By loving me. You've given me
Thank
so
God,
much
tell
already.
him.
You've
He's
taught
been
me to
so
hold my own
insecure
words,
this whole
shown me I'm
time.
capable of pleasure beyond imagination. Perhaps that is the key.
What are you saying?
Aww, I love them. So sweet.
And I'm beginning to wonder what if we did allow things to grow more serious between us.
Tilly, you were
Oh
extraordinary.
no. Oh, I thought she was going to break his heart, but he is the one who is going to break her heart.
It feels right now that the next thing I might learn may change me entirely.
You watched season 4 then. Okay, you're just season 4.
Waits behind those doors.
I'm certain Varley has done her utmost.
You 2 look like mermaids. I love it. I knew this was going to look great. This is such a Featherington bow. Love it.
And the purple.
Ah! I'm excited for you.
And to know, regardless of the outcome, one always has worth.
Did you hear, Colin? You have worth.
All of us talk.
Do you understand it?
She seems humbled, but we will be watching that she remains so.
Oh, come on. You're just glad you won the game.
Now, Barney! The bugs!
Release the beetles! Oh, butterflies. Okay, makes sense. This is such a great season for both of them.
My only purpose in life is to love a woman as great as you. And I will be a very
This is the
fulfilled man
most calm and sweet confession we ever had in Bridgerton before. They just love dancing with each other, huh? I don't think we ever saw a couple dancing as much as they do.
Mama will love the idea of me keeping an eye on you, but in truth, I think
Oh,
we wish to live
this is the new spin-off. Eloise and Francesca in Scotland. The Adventures of Two Sisters.
more of it.
It would be
I
amazing.
will give you your space. And you must be?
I am. Well,
Oh, they changed it.
Kilmartin. Kilmartin is my name now.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Dearest.
Oh, I already hear the screams of the fans.
Suddenly.
He's the most handsome of them all. Yes.
You are.
Yes, queen. You're so handsome.
Oh, 3 babies! I love babies! It's so
Still
cute.
cannot
fully believe.
I think little Philomena will one day become a great writer without any need of a husband.
Oh, Philomena? Oh, you took the tradition of naming your daughter a P name, huh? Penelope Bridgerton. Yes. What does this mean? Does this mean we won't be having Julie Andrews anymore? I need my Julie Andrews as Lady Whistledown. That was great. I don't care what people might say about this season because I'm pretty sure people are going to hate it. And the reason why, not everyone, I don't think everyone is going to be against this season. Again, I love this season. I actually really do love. The thing is, first of all, I don't know if it was a good idea or if it wasn't a good idea to split in 2 parts. Because the thing is, in one side, I think it did make people rewatch part 1 over and over again, which made people, it just makes one realize that part 1 is good on its own, or it just make people get used to this new version of Bridgerton. And then you have part 2, and part 2 is just so different. So I don't know if they had released in as a 1 part, if the differences of tone would be as jarring. Because the thing is, part 1 was so light. It was actually very, very light. It was very fun. It was very romantic, and it was a rom-com, right? And then you have part 2, and part 2 has all the drama. It's just so angsty. Honestly, both of them are actually very good for what they are. The thing is, they are so different in tone that I do think people are either going to be, oh, I like part 1 better, I like part 2 better. It just depends if you, what you like, what your preference is. And I have to see the season from start to end in one sitting to truly see if it works as a whole season, because it was split in 2 parts. So I watched part 1 and now I watch part 2, and as I said before, they feel very different. So I don't know how coherent the whole thing feels when you watch it back to finish. I have to do it and just see for myself how much this actually works. But watch it separately. I do think the parts work individually. They do work they work individually, and they're actually a lot of fun. Part 1, I laughed a lot. Part 2, I was very stressed. Oh my god, I was so stressed, and I cried multiple times. That wedding was just, the wedding just made me bawl. Like, it just made me so happy. And I like, I like both of the characters. I think there was such a great character development when it came to the Featheringtons, which was great to watch. I don't get some of the side plots. Like Francesca, wonderful. Don't have a problem with it. And then you have, Benedict, and I don't understand the point of Benedict. What is the point? If it is just to show, oh, he likes men as well as women. Okay, what does this do for his character? Oh, he just knows he wants freedom. He doesn't want to be attached to someone. This is the same guy who has been in orgies and in sex parties. Okay, we already know this. This is nothing new. So this season just shows that he is the same guy as in season 1? There is no development. There is nothing new about him except that he's queer, that he realizes he's queer, which is great. I am happy for him. I mean, I anyone could see that since, since season 1. But what is the point? What is the point? Is it just to show, hey, he's still into freedom until he meets his love interest? Is this all it is? I don't get it. And then you have Mondrix and the Mondrick family plot. Again, I do not understand. Why are they here? Why? It just doesn't make any, they don't do anything for anyone. And my problem is, I'm sure people are going to say, oh no, the Mondrick is just to show how it is for a family that comes from the working, that is a working family, how it is for them to suddenly be part of the town and, what they have to sacrifice. Okay. The thing, my problem is it is because it's just its own thing. It doesn't have to do with anybody else. Because the most side plots, at least from what I remember in season 1 and season 2, every single time it did affect the Bridgertons in some way. Because the show is called the show is called Bridgerton. It is about Bridgerton, right? The Bridgerton family. So the side plots always kind of had to do with the Bridgertons. And it always steers something, it always did, in some capacity, had to do with them. But this season is just, the Mondrick's family, they don't steer anything up for the plot. Nothing. It doesn't do anything. If you cut out their storyline, I don't think it would change anything. Except that, the whole Cressida, issue of Lady Whistledown would have been in another ball. It just wouldn't have been in their ball. But otherwise, you could cut their whole story. It wouldn't change anything. By the way, same thing with Benedict. You could cut his whole plot. It wouldn't change anything. So I don't know, it feels so detached to the main storyline. Not only the main story, it feels detached from the series. I don't understand why, what those storylines do. So I'm interested to know what are they going to do in season 4, because I'm really hoping this is just, both of those storylines is just an introduction to something in season 4, that those storylines has actually a meaning in this season. It is just in the same way like the whole Penelope and Colin relationship in season 1 and 2 was to show, hey, those characters know each other, so they can, so once they have season 3, we already know those characters, right? So I'm hoping those storylines in season 3 are actually important for something in the future, because otherwise I don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't understand why they wrote those storylines. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm very happy for Francesca. I hear the book fans being so pissed about Michaela. I know they're gonna hate it. Oh, they are going to hate it so much, and it's going to be hell. They are going to scream. Oh my god, honestly, I'm for it. I don't mind it. I don't care. I really do not care, because I am not watching this show to see book accuracy, okay? I do not mind it. I am very glad that they have changed so much from the books. I'm really am happy. And I think it's very interesting actually to make Michaela. I'm actually really happy about it. So you're not going to take this from me. Because at the end of the day, I'm just, I am curious, because the reason why I'm happy about it is just because I'm curious what they are going to do with it. Because this means they are going to change the entire book. Which I am not against it. They have been changing everything since the beginning. So I don't understand why I should be bothered by it. I am not. They should change everything. It's fine. But a lot of the main themes from the book has actually to do with Michael being a man. So this is actually very interesting to see him as Michaela, because they have to find a way to touch some of those themes. I don't think they're going to touch every single thing, but they are probably going to touch some themes, and I'm actually really excited to see what they're going to do. I really am. I just and I'm here for the whole drama because I know the fans are going to be so fired up. Because honestly, book fans of Bridgerton, they are kind of, the fandom can be brutal sometimes. The fandom is kind of brutal, so I'm curious about it. But I'm happy. This is great to see finally a main Bridgerton having a queer storyline. I mean, yes, I know Benedict has a queer storyline too, but I don't know if they are going to make, his love interest a man. Which, again, I'm also for it. I would be totally for it if they made Sophie a man. I would be very happy about it, because at the end of the day, it would at least make sense for his storyline in season 3 to show that he's queer, right? It would make sense. But if they don't make Sophie a man, then what am I going to do? Nothing. It's also fine. It's fine. I don't. It just doesn't change anything really. It would just be the same as it was always planned. So I'm not against it. Sophie can be a man. Sophie can be a woman. I'm excited for it, for his season, because Sophie is my favorite character. I love her so much. I love Sophie so much. So it would be great to see her as a man, because I think it would make sense for the story. Otherwise, I don't mind it. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know even what I'm talking about. I just, what I'm saying is, Benedict can be with a man or with a woman. I'm for it. But it's also great to see, to see actually queer representation in Bridgerton, in the family itself. Because I know people are going to say, oh, you had queer representation in season 1, and you had, queer representation in Queen Charlotte. I mean, yeah, but, I'm talking about like the main Bridgerton children, okay? I mean, they have 8 children, so there was going to be someone queer, okay? So I'm happy. I'm really am glad. And the reason why, before people get mad at me, the reason why I'm saying queer is because I don't know their sexuality, Benedict could be bisexual, he could be pansexual, same with Francesca. I don't know. So I'm using the term queer to just to speak abroad. I know it's a very umbrella term, but it is because I don't want to use the wrong sexuality when it comes to those characters. So if you hear me say queer, is just my way to say not straight, okay? Yeah, this season was great. I got so stressed. This was a lot. I really enjoyed season 3. It's way better than season 1. I don't know if I like season 3 better than season 2. Season 2 was something else. But I do like season 3 better than Queen Charlotte, and people are going to hate me for it because people love Queen Charlotte. Nope, I like season 2 and season 3 better than Queen Charlotte. Sorry, not sorry. And yeah, the Featheringtons were amazing. Loved everything with them. They were so fun this season, and it was so heartwarming, and I just love the character development here. I love Penelope as always. I think she's great, she's amazing, and I think this was a great season for her. And I really enjoy Colin. I wished, I have my nitpicks in this season, I wish they had done some things different because I do believe the way they edited and the way they wrote this season is going to make some people criticize it. I already see people criticizing this season just because I do think they did a lot of telling and not enough of showing, and this I think the problem is I wish I got to see more. You know, I don't want people telling me what a good-hearted and wonderful man Colin is. I know he is, and we have seen glimpses of it, but I wish we could see it more. I wish we could see Colin and Penelope more in love. I mean, it was so wonderful to see them in their wedding. It was so wonderful to see them at their dance, and I wish we got to see it more before we got again so much angst. Yeah, but yeah, I love it. I don't have a lot, you know, I don't know what to say because I actually just enjoyed the season, and I'm not gonna let any haters, you know, make me hate it. It's a great season. I like both parts individually, and my opinion might change once I edit this, or it might change maybe in 1 week. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, I'm happy with it. I have a few questions for you guys. Please leave a comment what series or movies you wish to watch me watch, because I'm planning some things, but I just want to know what you guys wish to see. It would mean a lot to me. And bye!